Hello there, world of tankers, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 Italian auto-reloading medium, the Carro 45-ton. A vehicle that was simultaneously buffed and nerfed in the latest update of the game. Did the nerfs actually hurt the tank, and did the buffs make it so that the nerfs didn't hit as hard? Well, let's actually talk about what the nerfs were. First of all, the vehicle lost penetration, going from 325mm of APCR to 315. That is a rather substantial nerf to the premium pen. It's going to stop this vehicle from being able to cut through E100 turrets reliably, a Jagdpanzer E100 superstructure, Type 71 upper plates, but honestly that's fine with me. While I did love the fact that this vehicle had so much pen, I also don't think that mediums should really have the ability to cut through super heavies easily on the front. I was still a bigger fan of how the game played before Wargaming buffed calibrated shells. But now, with the fact that Cali makes it so most mediums can cut through your armor with very relative ease, I think it does take away some of the fun in the game, at least for driving heavy tanks. The other changes for the Carro were a DPM change and gun depression. The vehicle went from 9 degrees of gun depression to 8, which we can see at the bottom. And not only that, but the DPM got slightly worse on Shell 3 and Shell 2, going from, I think it was like a 5.8 second reload to 6.65. I think lost like 150-ish DPM if you eat into the clip. In return, it got a buff by giving it gear oil. Gear oil gives it 6% more engine power, a buff of 4 kilometers per hour to the top speed, and reverse speed. The base reverse of this vehicle is 21, so with gear oil, you are now able to reverse at 25. So everything I've just listed are the changes that are currently with the Carro. What do I think about those changes? Honestly, I think they're all fine. And the reason why is, first of all, I think you should get more punished for eating into the clip. The Carro has 380 damage per shot and 2,850 effective base DPM. That is already solid damage per minute for a vehicle that has such high damage per shot. But not only that, you still get 2 other shells and a third one if you, or a fourth one if you really need it. I mean, the fact that you can deal 1,500 damage in just 10 seconds is wildly insane. I can literally shoot this Murat in front of me once, deal 380, and bring him down to around 1,500 health. If I shoot that Murat once I reload my whole clip, with my clip, that player's dead. Think about that. That is insane. Like, it's actually insane what the Carro is able to do. And sure, while the vehicle did receive nerfs to its overall damage per minute, and pen, what it got a big buff on was its overall mobility. The Carro is a tank that I actually thought was kind of slow after they nerfed its mobility. But now, with the fact that it got a big ol' speed buff, the vehicle is pretty dang quick. So this patent is just kind of YOLOing out. I don't know how I feel about that, but what I will say is I want to shoot this 183, because I hate 183. So we got 1 shell into the 183. Oh, my patent blocks me. We got 2 shells, and of course I bleed a pretty substantial amount of health. That's kind of annoying. Well, that's okay. We're going to aim it on the lower plate of the E50, and we're going to get a nice shell. Low rolls massively. If we just average rolled that, the player would have been dead, but still. We've done a lot of damage at this point. E50's dead, and our team is quite easily doing a fine job here. So we are just going to chill and cover, and we're going to wait for our clip. And this is where you have slightly worse DPM, but as you'll notice, it's still plenty of damage per minute to get the job done. We get 1 shell into the enemy mouse, and now we're going to try and bait a shell from him. There you go, mouse shoots. And look at this, we just reload, we're fine, we load a gold shell, we get another pen into the mouse, we fire an AP, we get another pen into the mouse, and we reload again, and we get another pen into the mouse. This is why the Carro is so stupid. And this is why, even though it lost a bit of DPM, and it lost a bit of this and that, like, the fact that I'm able to just rip out that damage is a little stupid. I personally think it is, at least. The BZ shoots the grill. We're going to aim it on the grill ourselves, and I'm kind of hoping he continues to cross, just like this, and see ya! There you go. Long live the enemy grill. That player's a goner. Alright, well, the STB is obviously in a rather dangerous spot, but not much I can really do about that. I think that STB actually left, so kind of hoping I can get some spots out here. They still have that 183 in the back, and ooh, nice! Ooh, BZ gets a nuke into that STB. So here's a great example, right? That STB-1 on their team has 1,000 health now. 1,000 health for a medium is a rather substantial amount if you think about it. But because my Carro has a 4-shell clip, I can literally miss a shot, and I will still kill that STB with average rolls. That is a little stupid when you think about it. So what am I going to do here? I am going to flex right over to the STB, and STB gets shot at. We get one shell into his tank, 396, and oh darn, that's right, I'm an auto reloader. See ya. Yep, there you go. Well, now we are at 3,520 damage. They only have 2 vehicles left, one of which is an FE2 and 5B183, and the other of which is a grill. I don't think that 183 has the ability to kill me, so I'm just going to keep on going here, and we'll see if I can get some damage out. Let's see if I can get a shell maybe into that grill. I have a feeling that he's... Yep, there he is. There's the grill, and easy shell straight into his tank. I can't believe he actually blind fired that and thought he was going to hit me. That's kind of wild if you think about it. I have a think that the 183 is over here. Now, by the way, you'll notice the mobility on the Carro pretty good now that I'm having an additional 6% boost to my power to weight. 183 shoots me for 1,050. That was an AP shell, but guess what? I'm an auto reloader, so even though bro's trying to chase me, he's doing everything in his power to try and ruin my game. It does not matter. We have 4 shells, and we kill his tank. I simply do not agree with people's opinion that the Carro got heavily nerfed, because everything it was able to do previously, it can still do. And while it does have a little bit less DPM, and a little bit worse pen, and this and that, does it really matter? We did 5,004 damage there, barely broke a sweat, farmed the enemy like it didn't even make a difference. And it didn't. If I was in a single shot medium, there's no world I would have been able to deal half of that. Well, I probably would have done fine, but there's no way I would have done 5,000. First of all, just that mouse alone. I was able to shoot 3 times when he was backing up and take over 1,100 HP off of for literally free. And not only that, I punished the 183, I think from full health, just when he exposed himself and then pushed me at the end. It really is easy to punish people in a vehicle like the Carro, and there's not much other mediums can do to counter it as well. And again, it's just one of the many reasons why I think that this is such a stupid vehicle. I personally do think in a good player's hands, the Carro is one of the most annoying tanks to go up against due to the troll armor it features, the damage output it has, and everything else. Now, weirdly enough, we did not get spotted by that Sheridan. I really thought we would have, but no, we actually didn't. Okay, well, guess we'll wait here. We have the 92 one. Okay, now we're definitely spotted. Yeah, I was going to say. There's no way we are not spotted there. Okay, well, that E50 is on the side. And actually, with the way the E50 is poking, there you go. Nice 379 straight into his track wheel. That is what I'm talking about. I don't like this team, though. I will say that. I do not like everything that's going on with this team, at least in this exact moment. What did I spot? Well, I guess we got the Sheridan backing up, and there you go. 425 into his tank, and let's just back up before that E50 has the opportunity to hit me. See that 25 reverse coming in clutch there? Previously, I might have actually gotten penned by that player, but because I have so much reverse speed now, that's not something I really worried about. And now we have the Sheridan crossing in the open, easy 454 damaging shot. There you go. So we've already done a pretty good amount of damage this game, 1,200. For just, what, 3 penetrations? Kind of wild when you think about it. We have the 50B showing me his flat side, and there you go, 625 HE into his vehicle, and that was a bad shot. I'm still getting used to the Steam Edition, and the aiming on the Steam Edition is a lot wonkier than it is on the Microsoft Edition, so because of that, it's a little weird for me to get used to it. Really? Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have known that 50B armor is ridiculously good. But again, look at how fast we reverse in this tank. I mean, that reverse speed is insane, and the 50B can't even do anything to really counter me when you look at it. So we reload. I'm aiming on that AE Phase 1 very briefly, and not able to get that shell out. However, I don't think it really matters too much. I'm going to have my whole clip in just a moment here. We're going to push up on this 50B. There you go. 370 damage and 355. I'm not going to waste another shell on him because my team's going to kill him anyway. We just have to reload our clip, which will take a brief moment, and we'll have some damage ready. We have the WZ, we got the Waffenträger Panzer IV, and a 268 who is full health. Well, let's just push up and see if we can get some damage out. We got the 268, there you go, 357. Okay, we got the WZ, 412. And I'm not going to shoot... actually, you know what? I'm going to wait for one more shot, and then I'll dump my clip. And boom. There's 1 shell, and 2 shells. I don't know if we're going to get the 3rd out. We don't, but, I mean... Oh yeah, it was a real challenging game to deal 4,500 damage on. Ooh, I really broke a sweat. let's take a look at these post-game results here. We ended up, 4,478 damage, and that was pretty easy stuff. So sure, does the Carro have some nerfs that were brought to the vehicle? 100%. The tank is going to have less gun depression, and the vehicle is going to have worse penetration against its opponents. But in return, it features the same damage per minute on single shot, and as you clearly saw, it did not affect my gameplay whatsoever. And with the increased mobility, it actually means I can get in and out of situations way faster, which I really like. So yeah, I have no complaints whatsoever about the Carro. I think that if people do have complaints about it, I don't really agree. I know that there are other content creators out there that say, like, the Progetto defeats the purpose of owning a Carro, but that's just flat wrong. Not only does the Carro have 30 more damage per shot, it also features an extra shell in the clip. The vehicle has really troll armor, and it just doesn't really play that similar to a Progetto. So I can tell you for a fact that this is still a fantastic vehicle. There's a reason why Flossie loves it. There is a reason why I love it. And there's a reason why it's one of the most bought and played collectors in Tier 10. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!